Next order of the day is a resumption of sectoral debate on the diversification of the Nigerian economy, pursuant to Order 16 of the Standing Orders of the House. Honorable members may wish to recall that various ministers had earlier briefed the House on the activities of their ministries on the diversification of the economy, and the House had on Thursday, 9th June 2016, commenced the sectoral debate.
I'm Hon Isiaka Ayokunle. I have very good people for Ikoro Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from the Gateway State to Nigeria and from Ogun State, Mr. Speaker. I rise, Mr. Speaker, to lend my voice on this sectoral debate on the diversification of the economy in Nigeria. First and foremost, Mr. Speaker, I see the word diversification as a mere sensational thing, simply because it's not the semantic nature we're putting into it. There is basic thing that we should all focus on and be aware of, Mr. Speaker, which is the provision of basic infrastructure in this country. We need stable and consistent electricity to run the economy of this country. I want to refer to that thing who says that he generates electricity at about 50 kobo per kilowatt. But in this country of today, let's the huge amount of money that private and individuals and companies pay on electricity, it is still not there to produce anything in our companies. Mr. Speaker, we need good roads to drive this economy, to generate employment and stimulate this economy. The roads are not there. Talk about on the network. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of security, we are still grappling with it. I wonder, Mr. Speaker, any investor is just an investor that wants to come from abroad when we are talking about the foreign direct investments. For us to diversify the economy, we need these three basic amenities to be in place. Succinctly put, Mr. Speaker, I want to put it up straight to us and executive that it will be right if almost 50% of our budget is dedicated, Mr. Speaker, specifically to provide for all these basic infrastructure in this country. Once they are in place, every other strata of the economy will evolve on their own. We don't need to struggle. We don't need to talk about this diversification. Agriculture will come up. People will invest. We are so blessed in this country that even if you throw a seed of orange, anywhere in this country is going to germinate by itself. Mr. Speaker, again, I don't know why we are limiting the diversification to only agriculture and mineral resources. We have technology, we have human resources as well. Nobody is talking about them. We have tourism. Nobody is talking about this. Then even on agriculture, Mr. Speaker, we are not trying to gear towards the crops or livestock that we have comparative advantage in the sub-Sahara or even in the world. Just as that of oil, which is being sold in the international market, I want the Minister of Agriculture to look at how we are going to identify in the international market crops or even livestock that will have comparative advantage in Nigeria. Let us focus on them rather than making it so holistic and it's not going to lead us anywhere. In the past, Mr. Speaker, I want to compare two things in this country when internationally Viagra used to be the order of the day. Almost 500,000 men then, Mr. Speaker, were using Viagra every day. You can equate this with what we have at Brand Taxi in the northern part of the country. If it is 6,000 naira to get Viagra and you are going to spend less than 5,000 naira on Brand Taxi, which is just back of a tree. In this country, Mr. Speaker, only God knows how much we will have been earning from such a wonderful local this we have in this country, Mr. Speaker. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, we still still have abundant gas resources in this country. The federal government has refused to unbundle utilization of gas by the IOCs to generate and disconnect from the national grid, respective states and geopolitical zones. I want to advise the federal government to unbundle our gas resources, allow the IOCs to generate electricity by themselves, and then they'll be able to distribute to their domain. Then, why do we still have the refineries in place and we are spending money on our refineries? Advise, we sell off all our refineries, redirect it, use the money to develop other sector of the economy. I submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much for giving me